Hello, and yeah, in this video I'll do something that I don't think, well, that's not true. I have done something like this before, but this is a reaction to a video by Lukas da Kid called The Not Safe for Work Problem in ASMR. Yeah, been recommended this after, talk to someone that I watch a lot of ASMR, and they've noticed that every time I play Pokemon, whatever, I always have an ASMR or a hololive concert in the background that I'm listening to. So yeah, we'll see what this goes into. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen like a not safe for work thing like ASMR on YouTube. So we'll see what this is about. Maybe it's gonna be because I think I've seen where people talk about their videos being falsely demonetized or something. So we'll see.
If you were
I
around
assume it
in the
exists,
2000s,
but
there's a
I've
good chance
never.
you've heard of ASMR. The content is mostly made up of people whispering to microphones as a way for millions of people to fall asleep.
Hi, it's good to see you again. How have you been?
The only problem was that in the beginning, ASMR
Terribly.
was something that people saw as explicit.
They're making fun of me on Twitter. I make some weird whispering videos, and now it's like basically.
And when creators found out that using that as an advantage to
So
find
far,
owners made their videos perform better, they slowly began to corrupt the ASMR community for what it was actually
I do not
intended for. And the
recognize
creators who were actually
anyone.
trying to make content that was relaxing got boxed in for the wrong reasons.
To be fair, most of the
That
ASMR
a human being watched it and said, "Yep, this violates
that I
something."
watch.
Because while most people were busy watching tame whispering videos, a completely different thing was
Like
growing inside the same community,
Japanese.
built not around sleep or relaxation, but around wet mouth sounds, cleavage shots, and disturbing title framing, and made for a type of viewer who was never actually going to bed.
Okay.
The modern ASMR community traces back to as far as 2007 with a steady health forum thread. You see, people were describing this weird
So we're getting kind of like a background of what ASMR is.
The experience at the time felt very real, but it didn't exactly have a name. A community member
Is
named
it
Jennifer Allen
audio
came with the term
sensory
sensory
meridian
response in 2010. The reason it
response?
sounds so clinical was to establish it as something
I
real
think.
rather than inappropriate, because even back then, the jokes were already starting with people calling it a brain orgasm. You see, since
Oh,
the beginning
there
of
we go.
ASMR, the core
Meridian
triggers are
response.
deeply intimate. Hairbrushing, medical
Audio
checkups, someone leaning
sensory.
close and speaking softly gave people a feeling like everything was going to be okay, which sounds fine on the surface until you realize that intimate and erotic content styles share a lot of the same stuff. And an algorithm looking at a thumbnail of someone whispering to a mic, whether they are in a modest doctor outfit doing a roleplay or in a low-cut top in their bedroom, left casual viewers who didn't really know what ASMR was not being able to tell the difference. The whole vulnerability of ASMR was
So,
built from day one, and from the outside it
what's
was
the
seen as
problem?
erotic, but it was never supposed to be that. The original whisper community on YouTube was making simple stuff at the time. Videos literally titled Whisper 1 Hello, which was just a person whispering into the camera. And even that got called fish content by people stumbling across it. Trolls were even mass flagging ASMR channels as graphic before most ASMR people thought about making any.
Male
People
ASMR
knew what they
artists.
wrote about was ASMR puberty, which was a long exhausting fight to get the whole thing taken seriously as a real sensory
Alright.
experience. By the mid-2010s, ASMR had become something real. Thousands of creators getting millions of views and building established channels with huge audiences, with content that was intimate, sure, but clearly just PG sleep aid. Creators like ASMR Darling, GB ASMR, Raffy Taffy ASMR. People had been doing it for years, slowly emerging into the spotlight of mainstream whisper
No one
content,
that I
and for
noticed
a
so
time, the
far.
community lived in harmony of enjoying
Are
the
these
whisper.
the
But
people
some of those
making
triggers made by these creators led to
NSFW
others creating
ASMR?
content that allowed for these triggers to slowly start to exist on a spectrum. You see, the style in which triggers can be made as simply as talking from a whisper to a soft-spoken voice and tapping on various glasses, and also
Because when I think
but
NSFW,
people
I'm
soon
thinking
found
of
that when
actual
spoken as
like
soft whisper, their lips would slightly
pornography,
smack together as they would try and talk,
or
and some people enjoyed this
I
sound
guess
more than
people
the actual
like
whisper. So
murdering
the genre slowly evolved to
someone
focus on
else,
just those mouth
like
sounds.
stuff
And of
that
course, people
isn't
thought taking it
allowed.
a step further to just do mouth sounds, which then formed into kissing sounds. Then after kissing sounds, people had the idea to create role plays with these new factors as romantic role plays. These evolutions of new content began to sit right at the edge between therapeutic and erotic. Again, this content was not all the way into explicit, but it was just far enough that you could read it either way, depending on what you were looking for. Creators who started making content in this niche of ASMR found that this ambiguity turned out to be extremely profitable, even if it meant it was slowly making the
Nice
stereotype that was
eyes,
once used to
but
hurt
I
ASMR
assume those
very
are
much in the center of other
contexts.
people's attention yet again.
Shh. You have to be quiet, baby. It's bedtime.
By the late 2010s to early 2020s, a whole world of NSFW ASMR had appeared, not just on online platforms, but on platforms like YouTube, Twitch, and even TikTok. New creators emerged and figured out that stylized thumbnails combined with ASMR keywords drove insane click-through rates. Even when the actual video stayed technically within
Maybe I want to skip ahead.
Thumbnails with revealing women on mainstream
Okay,
channels
let's
performing
skip ahead to
interesting
where it
positions were then
actually
pushed out by
becomes a
YouTube's own
problem.
system. Even to people searching for completely unrelated stuff, or even vanilla ASMR content. Man, it sucks that I have to say vanilla ASMR to differ the two when this should just be ASMR. The system here was obviously exploited, but it was built to reward clicks. And if stylized thumbnails got clicks over regular ASMR videos, then slowly people were going to catch on and use this as the meta.
What's
Soon
the
we ended up with two
problem?
genres of one space.
Come on,
Creators
get to
who-
what's
on
the
one side were
problem?
Creators who made genuine relaxation content that involved your classic tapping, brushing, and role-playing scenarios that were either situation-based like a doctor or video game store owner, all the way to character roleplays from beloved people on classic TV and movies that were there for the core design to help people sleep. But on the other side, creators were using the ASMR label as a cover on their content that involved maybe the same scenarios and triggers, but with
Cover?
slight nods to explicit content. A way to package borderline stuff with just enough of the once clinical vocab of ASMR attached to the video to protect it from the algorithm immediately blocking it. The problem is that both sides look very familiar from the outside because the ASMR.
I mean, are they
community, in my
making
opinion, is a very
actual
accepting space. And it would be
pornography, or
unfair
they're
to
just
label
making
women who wanted to wear
suggestive
clothing that some were
content?
seen as revealing when it was really
If
just
it's
clothes
suggestive,
with a
it's
low-cut
not.
shirt, but then being a completely
It should be
normal
allowed.
video and
What's the
not explicit at
problem?
all, to the content that looked like regular ASMR content with maybe slightly different packaging, but had a more raunchy
Why
display
is it
content.
being,
Overall,
like-
unfair to white label this whole genre of ASMR as
Like,
erotic
okay,
content
she
for people
showed
who
a
just really
cleavage
enjoy
right
clothing in
there.
their videos.
Is
There's
that a
certainly
problem?
arguments for adding sexuality into your ASMR. People add their own flares to whatever they do, whether it's to get more views or whether it's because that's what they genuinely like. But at its core, ASMR is not sexual. Somebody drawing your picture and like staring at your face is intimate. It's not sexual. Unfortunately, it hurts other creators because ASMR isn't like well enough understood yet, or there to be like the distinction.
I
of
mean, I would
sexual
not say
and
ASMR is
somebody else
sexual
can make it
or
so
not
they can with
sexual.
anything in the world.
But remember the
At
thumbnail
its
that I mentioned
core.
earlier? Well, that thumbnail meta
Like-
failing that creators once found as an exploit began to go farther down the path of content that really wasn't about ASMR anymore. So here's the
what
thing,
is
it's not
a
one type of
goner?
creator doing one type of thing. The range in this is actually pretty wide, and each creator tells you a little something different about how this
Goner
type works.
meta.
Simone
Is
ASMR
that-
launched her channel in 2022 with her very first video.
I assume that's probably a
starting off
user or
with ASMR
something.
measuring you. Now, as you can see, a lot of these role plays and scenarios have very interesting thumbnails. A lot of them, yes, being about personal attention, including the series she has of being a nurse, always seemingly giving a body examination with the hand placement and upright position of certain things in the thumbnail. Another thing to talk about is the excessive use of positions, cleavage, and overall sticking her tongue out in awe with certain thumbnails. Now, I'm not going to say that clickbaiting your thumbnails in an overt
Most of this, like, this is why I'm kind of like,
it is still misleading to the viewer.
like, I can think I forgot to say, like, I would donate, $5 to react to this.
It's something entirely different. And if we click on her campsite,
If you want your money back, like, or if you want to request something else, you can do so. Anonymouse, if you want. Because,
showing visible side boobage.
like, what can I say? To me, this feels a lot like, what is the problem?
ASMR, but do it on the end that is a little bit Gooner related. And even a video that was posted 3 days ago upon this upload called "You Came to the Right Woman." In parentheses, ASMR
Maybe I should look up what that means, because it seems like that actually means something that I should know, so I'll look it up. Okay, I assume this is incorrect. It says a fan of the Arsenal football team. Gooner ASMR meaning? Brain rot. Okay, memes or jokes that make excessive pornographic use. Okay, so basically anything to do with, like, sexuality, I guess, is a gooner.
With the thumbnail text saying, "Good boy, tell me everything." And this isn't the first time her thumbnail text have had some peculiar things to say, like with her measure every inch roleplay with "You're big AF" while she's biting her lip.
I mean, I do think him
not know what kind of thumbnail she's trying to
censoring those is just to make it seem worse than they actually are. That was the problem with these.
Up close and personal attention. With the text, "Both hands on it." Both hands on what, Miss Nurse? Then you've got creators who do the pivot switch.
What's the
Creators who start
problem?
genuine at first, and then just follow the meta and change their whole content. Valeria ASMR.
Obviously, yeah, sure, it's suggestive, whatever, but it's not pornography, what?
You could argue that some of her early titles were seductive in any way, but I think that is just regular ASMR people trying to show off intimacy.
Is this
and that sadly only held up for a couple of
God,
years when things changed.
my kind of like, oh, I hate the Anglosphere. Like, is this the reason why the Anglosphere and the Islamic world fight each other so much? Because they're exactly the same when it comes to the hatred of the human body, specifically the female body.
Give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she's been doing this for a long time. Thumbnails like "Your First ASMR" with "I'll Take Your Tingle Virginity," and a video that was posted 9 years ago titled "ASMR, 2 nice maids will make your morning very special." Valeria ASMR is one of those people that has been doing this slightly gooner ASMR for a long time. So we can't really call her new gen, but we could say that she's one of the pioneering figures who discovered this meta.
How is that NSFW?
The creator who isn't really making a funnel, but more just chasing clicks in the easiest way available. Whisper Audio's ASMR channel started out as probably one of the most tame in the bunch. Videos like ASMR British Coins with a Soft Whisper or ASMR Gift Wrapping. But slowly you could have guessed what she formed into. A lot of her recent content is mostly ASMR videos, just having cleavage in the thumbnails.
She formed into, why is that worse
from a typical ASMR video,
than
but
the
and while I don't think having cleavage out in ASMR videos is the reason why this pipeline exists,
that she
there is
did
something I
of
noticed
just
with
showing
her.
a
She of
coin.
course has a link tree with the red pepper emojis to signify the spiciness. But again, her videos are pretty standard and tame when it comes to the content of ASMR. It's really that she just puts her boobs in every single thumbnail, which I can inherently not get mad at because that is just, again, another marketing strategy to get views. She's not faking this ASMR content, she's just using broad sex appeal to her advantage. But at the far end of the spectrum, you have the
how is seeing cleavage is like a bad thing.
But it's still gooner ASMR. Lunarex is what happens
Like,
when someone comes
you
into
go
ASMR already knowing
outside
exactly how the funnel works.
all the time you see that stuff.
She's entirely just misleading her whole audience. Her content from the jump started off as any other ASMR creator would make.
I can't fucking control myself.
Chocolate bars, but of course those videos were not getting any views, or at least the amount of views she wanted to make with ASMR. So she started changing up her thumbnail style, changing up her titling, and eventually went fully off the deep end to making personalized gooning content in the space. Some of her titles read things like "ASMR, come inside, you might get lucky tonight," or "ASMR, I'll take you deep."
Yeah, I do not like that he's censoring
ASMR, just the tip of your penis, and also ASMR videos of her doing a doctor roleplay while she's on her knees, pointing her mouth.
Obviously they're on YouTube, they're approved.
Having someone do something,
and then he's censoring them to make it seem worse than they are. Obviously, it looks like she's giving a blowjob.
A lot of her videos also feature this thumbnail that says, "This video has been removed for violating YouTube's terms of service," which in fact will get people to click when it's just a regular ASMR video, thinking they found a goldmine of explicit content. But what makes Lunarex a little bit different in this list is she's one of the few that actually got called out in a big way. JoJo ASMR, one of the biggest names in the ASMR creator space, made a call-out video specifically about what Lunarex represents. The argument wasn't that this content was offensive, it was that NSFW monetization was surviving on YouTube, while NSFW creators were still getting demonetized. For
How is that her fault?
From my colleagues who produce totally safe for work ASMR content, you have no idea if that video is just not going to get you paid.
I mean, how was what she did? No, I haven't watched. I'm gonna go. You know, because of this, I'm gonna go watch her ASMR.
Basically just airing out that yes, she does.
What was her name? Whatever her name is.
And this specific creator has
Cam.
also gone after a few other creators.
No, the archive is by Cam Nuggets. Okay.
ASMR community. People can make whatever content they want.
Maybe her name is Cam Nuggets. I'll go watch that. Oh no, Lunarex.
My
Okay.
ASMR is in caps not meant for. How can you, in one sentence, say that your ASMR is not meant for or sensation purposes when you literally upload a thumbnail like this.
Do you know what that is? That is
Okay.
bully. I'm not gonna lie. I do clickbait a lot of my thumbnails. And you know what? I have seen many male creators also clickbaiting. It may not be using their body, but it is still clickbait. But when a woman does it, then it's horribly wrong.
And honestly, I gotta give her props for that. She's blatantly admitting the kind of scam she's
I
doing.
agree with her.
But then at the bottom, there is the swap version of ASMR.
Ban
content.
male
Genetically
ASMR
one
artists.
creator who makes the same video
Alright.
with the same thumbnail over and over again. And
No,
people don't
it
spend
should
a lot of
be
time talking
allowed
about her because the content is just
to
slopping
exist.
itself and it's a
Who fucking
guaranteed
cares?
follow
I just
video
don't watch it.
Or she even allows people
So
to
if
pay her on cash
you have
out
such a
and
problem
post
with
on
these
OF
girls
and
doing
Patreon. These
that,
thumbnails are
don't
insane
watch
because it's
them.
basically the one kind of
Do
thumbnail
what
that
I
all of the
do,
creators that I
press
mentioned, but it's every
don't
single
recommend
video.
channel,
All it is
and if
ASMR
you
playing
do
with
that
my core
enough
to drain your
times,
stress away. Now, using the word drain in ASMR
you're not
videos
gonna
doesn't
get
necessarily
this.
mean that
That's
it's
the
going to be
same reason
relaxing.
I
And also
never
like
get
the dude on
recommended
the text of this video. They
male
really sells that
ASMR
draining thing she's talking
artists.
about, whatever that might
Because
mean.
I just
However,
press
text is just
don't
very
recommend
interesting.
channel every
Blood
time I
clot,
see
90%
them.
fail. I wonder what they're failing at. Yacht.
No,
12
I
inches.
don't
Okay,
know
come on.
if
At this point, we're
any.
doing 12 inches. Clocking your okay, that was awesome. That was awesome actually. ASMR eye contact countdown challenge to yes, drain your stress away. But clocking your T, I think is peak. I think she just gave up with that one. What's also interesting is NSFW audio community started explicitly incorporating this ASMR style whispering into Gooner content itself. Binaural whispers, close mouth sounds, slow hand sounds, and this therapeutic framing was slowly beginning to be stripped away, and this new erotic framing was being layered on top. Now, while I was researching this video, I was trying to find examples of NSFW
How is this a
ASMR
problem?
when I found
The
something a
people
little
who
bit out
don't
of the
want
ordinary.
that
You see, most
would
of this
not
video was
watch
mainly
it,
focusing
and
on the
people who
Gooner types of
do
ASMR,
would watch
and what I
that.
found was something I never thought was able to even live on YouTube as a platform. Full hardcore NSFW audio, which is basically material on YouTube.
Okay.
You see, there was an update to policies on YouTube on nudity and sexual content in order
I
to
mean,
provide
if
consistency
people
throughout
do
the
that,
One of the biggest things that
actual
changed was being more restrictive on
pornography.
sexual sounds in ASMR content, which reads, we've strengthened the
Okay,
policies
and
to
that's
identify
not
and action
allowed?
ASMR content
Sure.
that is fully gratifying. ASMR videos with audio
But
sounds may be age restricted or removed from the platform.
someone
And
just
notice with
doing
the
that
section
massage,
7.2,
whatever,
saying it would allow creators
how
a
is
little bit of
that?
time to fix up what they might need to be banned.
Probably, I'm gonna
However,
have to
if you were
watch
search ASMR and
that
SFW, you
stuff
would
to
find a lot of
see
playlists that are seemingly
what the
blurred
actual
from
problem
thumbnails.
is.
And
Oh
if you
no,
clicked on them, you would seemingly
a
find some
woman
very
showed her
specific content that strays
cleavage.
way beyond what ASMR is and way more on
Save
the
me,
material.
government.
Now, I cannot show any of
Save
these videos or
me.
even play them because this video would 100% get taken down.
YouTube.
So please look up and view with your own risk, as no one, and I mean no one, should be watching any of these videos.
And
we
when
should
I
be
say
doing
government,
everything to
obviously
track this
because
stuff down. Videos
these,
like pillow humping is real, with 24 million views per
what
3
are
years
they
ago, with the
called?
comment sections flooded with inappropriate comments from people we don't know
silicon
the ages of. One of the creators
companies
in
are
the community was asking what
basically
kind of
the
content we should
governments
make,
here
where
in the
someone asked
Western
one of the
world.
most important
So
questions that needs to be answered. How old are you? Now, it's important to know that based on 2026 data, approximately 9% of YouTube users are in the 0 to 18 age group. And daily
Okay.
usage results show that roughly 1 in 5 US teens report being on YouTube almost constantly. With some of this data, we can inherently say that a lot of this content, we do not know what the ages of these people are posting this kind of content, and that it strays way beyond what ASMR is supposed to be, and even damning it in a way that could be very inappropriate.
Think about
and misleading to
licking
discover. Now, by judging some of these
children.
videos with not watching them because what the fuck, you can allude that they are propping up their phones and potentially doing what the title of the video says.
I
And
mean,
in the comments of what people were
if
saying,
they're not
sorry,
doing
actually,
actual
gross.
porn, what's
I think
the
it's disturbing
problem?
about this is the fact that it's still up to this day, and that people can
Even
manipulate
if,
ASMR
like,
videos on many different
I'm
spectrum
sure
levels
if you
and
went
exactly
back
what
and
was
watched
supposed
a
to be for
bunch
us.
of,
And
like,
also many
old
categories of videos that
school,
underage people might see that has nothing to do with
child
ASMR.
stuff,
And also,
there's a
some
bunch
of
of
the
things
data that we have,
flowing
people
over
that
your
have no
head.
idea who these people are could get in serious trouble for even enjoying this, which I do not recommend watching or even enjoying at all. If you think you want to do any of that stuff, please go on a website that serves
problem?
adult content, not YouTube. Here's the thing about ASMR. It didn't start out like this, but rather ASMR's whole aesthetic is sadly what ruined its own reputation. However, everything changed
I
on
mean,
Twitch
that's
in
not
2021.
true. There were always people doing
Popular creators and
this,
rampant indie fox had already been
even back in
controversial
the
for some
day.
time on Twitch for their infamous hot tub streams.
Even
The style of
before it
content
was
where
even
people were
known as
recording while streaming because it was
ASMR,
deemed as a beta
people
sin
doing
and
it.
so it would go undetected in Twitch's moderation system. But then they began to pivot into ear-licking ASMR, even though neither of them were known for ASMR in the beginning, and would usually do these streams in hyped-up yoga pants or lingerie, kneeling over a binaural microphone while they were
Wait, what
licking,
was this
kissing,
called?
and making mouth sounds for
This
hours.
chapter?
People obviously
The
saw right
Twitch
through this and of
ban.
course called it blatantly sexual ASMR content that
Yeah,
technically
I
stayed
don't
within
watch
Twitch's rules against explicitity while being
Twitch,
designed
but-
entirely for adult arousal. Twitch's first response was to
I mean,
prevent
to be fair, the only
being found to be
streamers I
sexy
watch
and
are
not
the
against
Hololive
rules, of course.
girls,
But then the
but-
backlash came in days of coverage where people were calling it softcore on a gaming site. Eventually, Twitch issued short suspensions for both creators for suggestive content, and the internet felt justice
Which
was
is
served.
retarded.
I think it's kind of a good thing that a lot of these obviously explicitly ASMR
That's
videos are,
retarded.
terminated
Someone
quickly.
licking in a
Fundamentally,
in a
Amaranth says in
camera,
her follow-up
licking a fucking
to this,
microphone
someone
should
I
not
read,
fucking
and
be
you gotta keep in mind,
banned.
a lot of these 0F ASMR creators, they're making bank. Like, they could care less if their YouTube channels get terminated.
Following the
Like,
suspension,
okay,
the
they have-
with reframing being that the
they
problem
have-
wasn't ASMR
oh
itself, it was
no.
creators deliberately pushing the
You
terms of
might
service
see
as
the
far as they could
contours
avoid.
of the
People went from doing
female
a hot tub
body.
meta, where they're in a hot tub in a bikini inside, and instead they started doing ASMR ear licking meta. As a female Twitch streamer and as someone
Like,
who
how
does
is that
ASMR, it's not
worse?
specifically
But
hot
the
tubs that are
girl,
the issue.
wait.
Twitch has no way of categorizing.
Okay. So if this girl right here now, she licks that microphone, she does ASMR with her outfit, banned. You don't do that, you're not banned. That's retarded.
Sexually suggestive
Like, oh
content.
no,
I feel really, really bad for
I can see
legitimate
her
ASMR artists.
cleavage
And the prediction was
and
that
she has
doing
tight
this,
pants
with active
on.
reinforcement on a few large creators,
Ban
released
that
people away from
fucking
the did
whore.
policy change. Eventually, a change petition was filed by ASMR viewers in 2025, where they laid out what was happening on the other side of this. Creators making completely innocent content that had mouth sounds and close-up whispering were still being demonetized by moderation
Okay,
systems.
you know
Folks had
what?
learned to associate their speech
Anonymous,
with
I take it
content.
back. back.
A Reddit post from an ASMR creator
I'm
described
not-
how moderation
you're
can help
not-
flag curvier bodies more quickly, even though there was
I'm not gonna let you recommend
ASMR creators who are of this are the ones
something
that have
else.
limits. One example
Fuck.
involving ASMR's
I
biggest
hate
creator,
this video
Andreas,
so
who's the
goddamn
most
much.
documented example of this incorrect flagging being affected. You see, YouTube was limiting ad placement on her whisper and tapping
You
videos, and
knew
services like
this,
PayPal and Patreon were
you
implementing crackdowns on ASMR as a whole,
bastard.
even China banned the entire genre as pornographic. What was weird
Which
about
is
all of this was
retarded.
none of this had to do with what GB was making, but the category at this point had become suspect, and the moderation simply couldn't tell the difference.
So this is confirmed by manual review, which means that a human being watched it and said, yep, this violates something. So the first object I pick up is like a bag.
This
That's a case
Tupperware?
of bobby pins.
Fairly innocuous.
I don't
This is-
trust
this is
whoever
weird.
this
The thing about ASMR,
creator
whether
right
it's
there
explicit or
is.
not, is that the connection you
Don't
build with your
trust
audience is
him.
one of the more parasocial relationships that gets built on the platform. And for a good reason. That intimacy is the whole
Even
point.
with
What
the
makes it
mainstream
interesting
news,
is
whatever,
content.
being
But on
like,
the other side
oh,
of it, it can allow for some
what
people
I
to
do
maybe
is
have a closer
completely
relationship with
fine,
them
whatever.
than
We
anyone
need
else. There's
to,
a Vice article
so
from 2022 that references
we need to
similar behavior.
ban
ASMR
these
creators talked about being
people.
stalked. GB ASMR, who I mentioned earlier, had openly stated on Twitter
Well,
that my
that's
entire
just
life involved
probably
my
a
time with
government
advertising and advice.
plant.
I hate that it's part of the job. Sophie Michelle, another ASMR creator, came back from a 6-month break to explain where she had been, where explaining a stalker had gotten so deep into a parasocial relationship with her that they had put her name on bank statements and tried to buy her a car. Karuna Satori, who I've talked about in the video before about her
Retard.
behavior, has also been a victim of stalking. In 2017, apparently starting with emails saying, if you don't do a actual video for me, I'm going to post photos of your house and where you live. She didn't take it seriously at first until they sent her
Well,
address.
report him
Crazy
to
thing,
the
no matter what
police.
kind of ASMR content you're creating, whether it is NSFW or not, you are still running the risk of having people that are there to ruin your life. Whether it be the platform that is trying to take down your videos that are clearly regular, or NSFW
Right.
videos that tarnish the reputation of the regular ASMR videos, or even stalkers that are coming after the SFW creators who are just trying to make a living and making relaxation videos. The genre of NSFW ASMR has truly tarnished what it meant to be an ASMR creator back in the day, and slowly as
Okay, I have to go back because what I got from that was kind of like, oh Jesus Christ, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh Jesus Christ, YouTube, what are you doing? Is he saying that, oh, they got stalked even though they didn't do any suggested content? Like, what does that matter? If someone does suggested content, is it more understandable that they get stalked? That's retarded. They're both just providing entertainment.
you live. She didn't take it seriously at first until they sent her address.
It's crazy to think that no matter what kind of ASMR content you're creating, whether it is NSFW or not, you are still running the risk of having people that are there to ruin your life. Whether
Yeah, how is that crazy? What? Why would it be more or less crazy that someone would do this to, in this case, he's only talking about women, so obviously that's going to be like the point, because he didn't show any like male. I assume there are males doing the exact same thing as the females are doing, but I guess maybe that's okay because they are because they're males who are pandering most likely to like women or like homosexual males, so that's okay for them to do it. But women doing the exact same is not okay. Like, I don't know. This is retarded. Maybe I'm misunderstanding his point. Maybe that's not the point he's making, but that's what it sounds like to me.
be the platform that is trying to take down your videos that are clearly regular, or NSFW
I mean,
videos
I
that
do
tarnish
have
the reputation of
87
the
IQ.
regular
I
ASMR
am,
videos,
like,
or
borderline
even stalkers that are
retarded,
coming
so.
after the SFW creators who are just trying to make a living and making relaxation videos. The genre of NSFW ASMR
Not borderline,
has
I am
meant to be an
retarded.
ASMR creator back in the day, and slowly
Like,
as it's growing, as
actually
boomer culture becomes
retarded.
more prevalent in today's media, I don't know if we'll ever
My
see an
brain
end towards the
works-
battle of
works
NSFW
slow.
and SFW ASMR in the space. Doesn't look that ASMR is getting any closer to a normal community.
I
than it
don't
was.
have enough RAM.
In conclusion, the ASMR gooning pipeline is not really about individual creators making bad decisions, but more about a platform that rewarded these explicit thumbnails to a degree where people saw it as a way to game the system, in a space that was supposed to be about making
Game
relaxing
the
content to help
system?
people fall
What?
asleep. The creators leaning into
What's
this
that,
style, I will say
game
again,
the
aren't villains.
system?
They're responding to incentives
They're
that
doing
actually
something
gave
that
them
people
more clicks. And
want
whether
to
you think that's
watch.
valid is totally up to you. In today's creator
That
economy,
isn't
some benefit
actually-
more
that's
profitable
not
than using
pornography or
it. And the
anything.
gamer audience today is very much real and is paid very well according to what society and social media has shown us. But the system as a whole is a disaster for the community and the reputation of the genre that is
And the
vanilla
ones
ASMR.
who doesn't
Sadly, a
want to
total
do
disservice
that,
the creators who were and
it's
still
not
are
like,
genuine relaxation
are they
content.
saying
We now have
that
to fight platform
the
moderation systems
viewers
that
that
don't
now
even listen
watch
to
the
what
girls
ASMR
who
actually is.
don't, who do that stuff, if they just didn't do that, they would watch like that girl who was on like the mainstream news trying to most likely get some other girls banned because of whatever. That's retarded. Like what? It's like the people like a bit that way like, watch male VTubers. Like, nope. Be like, we need to ban female VTubers so more male VTubers can get views. Like, no. I don't watch those now. Why would I watch them? If the female VTuber get banned? No. I'm not gonna do that. And to be fair, now when I'm talking about VTubers, I only watch HoloLive. When it comes to English VTubers, I only watch HoloLive. Then Japanese, I watch both HoloLive and Indies. Like, I watch other things, right? But when it comes to English one, like, I didn't even give HoloLab English a chance until like 2 or 3 years after HoloLab English came out, because I had a preconceived notion of what an English VTuber would be like. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking watch English VTuber. But then I gave it a chance. A couple months before Advent, would debut. I think I started watching English-speaking VTubers. I started like 4 months before Advent came out, probably 4 to 3 months. And I watched all of English. I was like, oh, they're actually pretty good. So maybe I was wrong with my preconceived notions of what an English VTuber was like. So I asked to get some recommendations from non-Hololive ones. So I watched the Ninja Sun English. I was like, nope, this is garbage. Then someone recommended like something connects. And I watched that, like, yep, this is also absolute garbage. And then I watched like some indies here and there. Like, yeah, this is also fucking garbage. This is exactly the preconceived notions that I have of English VTubers. So it's kind of like Hololive English was like an exception to my rule. But I guess this kind of goes into this here, where it's kind of like, I think they are absolute garbage. I don't want them banned. They shouldn't be banned. They shouldn't be demonetized just because I don't like them. I just press don't recommend channel, not interested. And I get to curate the things of what I like. How is that a problem? Like, yeah, so in this was a horrific video. Exit full screen. But I mean, obviously the video will be in the description, right? I think maybe in a sense it maybe was a good video because it made me like think. Even though I completely disagree, I don't think there is a problem. At least he didn't show me a problem. So I think the video failed completely. I'm not gonna try and say that word because I'm too stupid to. On even providing something that there is a problem, you know? Because, okay, he showed some thumbnails that might be they are suggestive. Why is that wrong? They're not actually showing, and they're like, oh, these girls are showing their cleavage. So? Are cleavage not too much? What the fuck? I know, maybe it's because I live in Sweden and I'm someone who thinks that women should be allowed to be completely topless. Or you see topless women from time to time, you know, during summer. It should be allowed. Like, for example, I can be topless. If someone saw my man tits, would that be too much? Like, oh, well, actually, YouTube did once remove one of my thumbnails where I didn't have my shirt on, which was funny, but that shouldn't be the case. You should, like, women should be allowed to show their tits. And they're not even doing that, they're just showing cleavage. How's that a problem? Yeah, I don't know. So yeah. And there was something, was it the Twitch? They said like, yeah, being found to be sexy by others is not against our rules, which I think is good. Then apparently they kind of like went back on that, which is retarded. That now, if people find you sexy, that's not allowed. What? That's stupid. But then again, I don't watch Twitch. Probably not probably because I mean, most of the VTube that I watched that people recommended were, you know, like Twitch tubers. They're kind of like, yeah, nope, this is the garbage that I expected from English-speaking VTubers. But anyways, enough about my notions of English-speaking VTubers that aren't basically Hololive. Thank you for watching, and yeah, goodbye.